Well, g'day, and welcome back to Zhaoqing. It is I'm not even sure, what day are we up to? I think it's a Thursday. We're just about at midnight. It is about, what do we got, 11 degrees Celsius out here. It's a bit nippy. We're out here in Paifong Square, and what we're going to do tonight is we're walking back to our school. And I thought we'd take you for a little walk and show you just how safe this place is, because you hear a lot of people talk about how safe things are, but we're going to actually take you for a walk. So we're starting here in Paifong Square. We're going to walk across the road here. We're going to walk over, sort of up the main road a bit, where there's probably a few people around. And then we're going to get off the main road, and we're going to sort of try and hit sort of back roads and alleys and things on the way back. The other sort of reason I want to do this is I want to test out this camera, the new Pocket 3 that we're using now. Everything on here is just on auto, so we want to see how it handles. So here at the moment we've got a fair bit of light. So it's all working very well, but as we get into sort of alleyways and stuff like that, it's going to get a bit darker. So we're heading down into this tunnel, which is going to take us down under the road, under the main road here, and get us to the other side of the road. So on our way, we're going to talk a little bit about why you are so safe here in China. Now, I say in China. I do want to sort of make the point that in talking about this, I am talking about Zhaoqing. There may well be places out there that are not safe. As with traveling anywhere, if you're coming to China, be aware of your surroundings, because I'm sure there must be somewhere that's not as safe as this place. Somewhere around, but I haven't found it yet. Everything I've seen says everywhere is safe, but I haven't been everywhere, so I can't confirm that. I can only really talk about Zhaoqing and probably a little bit Yunfu as well. Anyone who's been watching the channel for a while knows I spend quite a bit of time over in Yunfu, so I'd feel fairly confident saying that Yunfu is just as safe as this place. But, wow, it is cold out here. It is nippy. I haven't been out all night. I've actually been at home, sat in front of my computer, watching some television, watching some Mythbusters, catching up with some old episodes. But we've been staying up just so that we can come out and do this for you all and take you for a stroll. So we're now heading into what I would call the main sort of street in Zhaoqing, which runs from down Paifong Square down over our right shoulder. And if you follow the road right down here, you wind up at the river. So I call this the main street. I don't know if everybody in Zhaoqing does. There's certainly areas over in the east, in sort of the new part of the city, that are probably got more people knocking around, the big Nimble shopping centre and stuff. But we're not going to walk all the way out there. So yeah, we're going to sort of stick around this area. So I have talked about how safe things are in China before, and one of the things that make it so safe is the cameras that are all over the place. Probably not as many as you might perceive from listening to people, but there are a lot of cameras around the place. So you can be pretty sure if you do something wrong here in China, you can be pretty sure you will get caught. Because you will be on camera somewhere. It's very hard to get away with much. We've got some sort of big building over here on our right. Some sort of big night spot by the look of it. Not entirely sure what's in there. It looks like game stuff down the bottom, but what's above there, I don't know. Oh, we got the police just pulling out here. So that's another thing that makes the place safe. There are plenty of police around the place. It's one of the things that if we actually walk past an apartment complex somewhere, we'll also show you, like all the apartment complexes here have security, sort of gatemen in the front of the apartment buildings, so there's always people around keeping an eye on things. So if people are doing things wrong, they're going to get seen. If it's not by a security camera, it'll be by a security guard, by the police. And really, that's generally, when I talk about how safe things are, generally it is about the surveillance. And as I was walking down here, I was thinking, well, I should, what else makes it safe? Because I was thinking, if we had all this surveillance back in Australia, would it make things safer? And I'm not convinced that it would. Looks like we've got a new clothing shop being set up here. They've got all their stuff in bags out the front there, getting it inside. Okay, we're going to try and cross the road here. Shouldn't be too busy with any luck. But the other thing that makes things safe here is if you get caught doing something wrong, you will be punished. And punishments here are quite harsh. Okay, his turning will carry on in front. Yeah, I tend to think, from what I understand, that punishments maybe are a little too harsh for some things here. But when it comes to violence and stuff, be as harsh as you like. But non-violent crimes, I do wonder if they maybe are a little harsh. It's something I do want to look into more and sort of find out what the punishments are for various different crimes. Because I am just going on sort of impressions that I've had when I say I think they may be harsh. But the thing with Australia is, even if you get caught, there's a good chance you're not going to get much more than a slap on the wrist, especially if it's the first offence, unless you do something really serious. Punishment in Australia is very, very light compared to what they have here. So when you sort of compare the idea that A, you're probably going to get caught, and B, punishments are harsh, you really don't want to be caught doing the wrong thing here. It's not something I would encourage. So yeah, it is. There's a few cars around still. There's still a few people around the streets. We've got some food stalls up ahead of us. We're going to get up to this corner up here, and we're actually going to chuck a right. And we're heading towards where we're going to get off the main road and out into the sort of back streets and alleyways and stuff on our way back. But yeah, it's good. Even though I may say things might be a bit harsh here, I do love the fact that you can go anywhere here in Zhaoqing. I've not yet found a place that I feel in any way unsafe. It's to my mind, it's one of the best freedoms you can have. A lot of people sort of complain about the idea of, got a green light here, we'll get across this road quickly. A lot of people complain about the idea of cameras watching you everywhere, and that being a invasion of your privacy and your freedom and stuff. Well, for me, a much bigger freedom would be the ability to go out at midnight, walk the streets and feel totally safe. Now, I'm not a female. I don't know if that would change for females. I don't know how they would feel. But from what I understand, I mean, a large percentage of my students are female. None of them seem to have a problem going out, walking the streets. Young females out on their own and stuff. Doesn't appear to be any sort of a problem for them. Older people walking the streets, no problem. And when you're in a city of, Zhaoqing's, what was it, 4.2, 4.3 million people, split between Guangzhou, Dinghu, Sihui, Gaoyao. I don't know how many people would be in Guangzhou itself. Maybe, I would think over 1 million. Probably 1.2, 1.3 million in Guangzhou. When you compare that with my hometown back in Australia, Albany, with, what do we got, 30,000, 35,000 if you sort of take all the surrounding areas into account. A much, much smaller place, a much, much smaller population. And yet, there are places there that I wouldn't go after dark. And I would recommend to anybody who was there not to go after dark. It is just not safe. Whereas here, yes, you've got lots of cameras watching you, but it gives you the freedom to do this, to go out. Okay, have we got an alleyway down here, or are we going to go? No, we're going to go the next one, I think. Having that freedom to go out any time of day or night and feel safe, feel secure, is worth the cameras. It's well and truly worth it. Okay, so we are down into a rather dark little alleyway here now. Wow, just looking at the screen on my camera, you'd barely know that we're walking through the darkness. I'm sort of having to watch my feet and where I'm putting my feet pretty carefully. But the camera seems to be doing very, very well. There's I watched a video. I can't remember who did the video. I think it was, I can't remember her channel's name now, but Lizzie, South African girl. I think it was her that did the video, where she actually parked her electric bike and left her phone in the bike, and I think she left a bag on the bike as well, and went out walking for an hour and came back. And everything was still there. It was, I don't know that I'd be brave enough to do that. I don't know that I'd be brave enough to leave my phone on my bike and go for a walk. I am due to buy a new phone in the next couple of months. So maybe once I've got a new phone, I'll try that with the old phone, leave my bike somewhere in a area with a lot of foot traffic and stuff, and see what happens. See how it, see if it survives my little journey out. But yeah, I'm not going to do that with the phone that I need daily. I'm very trusting, but I'm not that trusting. So, yeah, we're on holidays now. I've finished all my classes. I mentioned in, I don't know if it's the last video or a couple of videos ago, that I had videos to watch and grade. I've finished all of them. So yeah, I'm on holidays. Got, I don't even know how long, 7, 8 weeks off, which normally I'm not looking forward to holidays. I actually enjoy my job, and I don't really like having all that time off. But this is the first holidays where I'm actually looking forward to it. I am bloody tired. And while I don't have a lot of classes, it's not close to full-time work or anything like that. The classes this year, nearly all of my classes have been first thing in the morning. Starting class at 8:20 in the morning. And that's killed me this year. I'm really, really not a night person. And I've been exhausted. It's been a tough little lot. We've got an alley on our left there. Now we're going to carry on down here. I actually want to try and get on the other side of the wall. We're sort of in the tourist street now. We've walked up through to the tourist street. But what we're going to do is cross the road over here. So right in front of us here is the old wall, the ancient wall here. But we're actually going to go down to the right-hand side of here. So we'll show you the wall in a minute as we come down this ramp. So we've got the ancient wall here rising on our left. We're actually going to go down and hit some of these alleys through the way here on our way back and just see how we go. It's it's not the time of year I normally go out walking at night. It is a bit nippy. I love doing these walks, so through the summertime. If we just spin the camera around, got this big piece of artwork on the wall in here. That looks really good. Oh, it's not actually artwork. It's something that's been put in there, but it looks good. So a lot of older places here on our right. A lot of this stuff within the boundary of the old wall here is much, much older than a lot of the rest of the city. So this, okay, we got a sign down here. So, and we got some English. So the ancient city of Song Dynasty, time shuttle, don't know what that is, mood for love coffee, tourism station. So there's a few things down here. There's a little museum down in here somewhere that I've been meaning to get back to. I've seen it when I'm walking past. I'm going to have to actually keep an eye out and see if I can spot it as we're walking now. It is a place I actually want to come back to and make a video. It's in one of these old buildings, and I've never actually got my way in there. Every time I've walked up along the wall past this place, it has always been, I've always been on my way somewhere and haven't sort of had the time to stop and check it out. So we'll have to do a specific trip. The camera is starting to struggle to keep tracking me at the moment, but no, it's still doing okay. So with holidays coming up, I've got a couple of things I'm looking at maybe doing. We are going to get over to Yunfu again at some point, go and catch up with my friends over there, because it's been way too long. I didn't get to catch up with them in the summer holidays. Sort of, when I was free they were busy, and when they were free I was busy, and it didn't work out for us. So we are definitely going to get over there. I also want to get over to Guangxi province for a week or so. Catch up with a friend of mine, Andy, who actually, he was passing through Zhaoqing a couple of nights ago. We went out and had a coffee and had a chat. And yeah, he wants me to come over and visit his hometown again. So we might try and do that. But the problem I have at the moment is I don't have a passport. I'm actually getting my residence permit and working permit redone. So my passport's actually in the hands of the police at the moment. So I can't really travel too far because, you know, if you're going anywhere in China, if you're staying in a different town for more than 24 hours, you sort of have to drop into the police station and let them know and show them your passport and your visa, you know, so they can be sure you're here legally and stuff. Show your visa and whatnot. So whether or not I get over to Guangxi is largely going to depend on how long it takes me to get my passport back, which normally is, it's normally about 3 or 4 weeks, although last time it was under 2 weeks. I actually got it done really, really quick last time. It was really good. So fingers crossed it doesn't take too long. I think in here was the museum I was thinking about. I think this is the building here. So yeah, I'm hoping to do a little bit traveling further afield over to Guangxi and get around a few places over there, show you some stuff that we haven't seen. I've been over to Guangxi a couple of times, but that was back before I started doing the YouTube thing. I haven't actually been over there to make any videos yet, and I've got a few friends over there in a couple of different towns that I would love to go and catch up with again. Right, we might try. I was going to say we might got another alleyway ducking up. That's going to take us down towards the museum. No, we will stick on this road here. So yeah, if I get my passport back in good time this time around, we'll definitely try and get over to Guangxi province, which is the next province over to the west of us, and take you around some of the places there. There's some really nice spots over there actually. And lots of little, I love the little villages, you know, all the people I know over there live in little villages, and it's just beautiful. Out in the countryside, you got plenty of nature around you. You get up in places and see the monkeys and stuff. You don't really see much wildlife here in Guangdong that I've seen so far. But, all right, where are we now? Okay, so, trying to decide which way, might duck back down through over this way. So we're now, outside of the old wall area now. So we've got the bridge going over the top of us here, which is all part of the old wall. Where's the bridge? There it is. Get the camera down a bit so we can see up there. And then we've actually got over here public toilets. These are all brand new. They look fantastic. And we can see the sign up here. Public toilet, that also has a QR code on it. I have mentioned that before. So if you're needing to go to the toilet somewhere, look for a toilet sign, scan the QR code with your WeChat, and that'll bring up all the toilets, all the public toilets in Zhaoqing. It's really, really good. It's one thing I struggled with when I first got here, finding public toilets when you're out and about. They can be They can be a bit tricky to find at times, but with that QR code, it's fantastic. Very, very easy. Got another police station over on our left here. Nobody visible there at the moment. There's walk past there during the daytime, there's always a couple of police out the front. They always give me a wave and say hello. Very friendly. They're yeah, I remember being over in Yunfu. We were doing the Walking with the King festivals. We were going to different villages each day, and if you saw them videos, each village has a different way of doing this festival. So we went to, I think we went to 4 or 5 different villages over the week and a half to get, you know, this same festival, but all done differently. It was really, really good. But the last of those festivals, so each little village around Sing Sing would do their own thing. And then I'm pretty sure it was the last festival where filming in at Sing Sing itself, they were doing the festival there, which were the big parade and stuff. And we're standing outside this Tao temple, waiting for everything to start. I got there well early. And I'm just standing there, got my, you know, setting up my camera and stuff. This policeman comes, you know, striding purposefully over towards me, sort of going, I'm going, oh shit, what have I done wrong? What have I done wrong? And when he got up to me, he's got a big smile on his face and he pulls out, he tried to talk to me a little bit and, you know, just couldn't do the language. And he then pulls out his phone and scrolls through his moments and shows me pictures, and he's got pictures of me in one of the other villages on his WeChat moments from a few days before, and he was really excited to see me again. I don't think they get many foreigners over there, and he was well excited. So we pulled out the translator, had a chat to him for a while. He was really friendly. And yeah, we ended up taking a photo together and all that sort of stuff like everybody does here. It was really good. Yeah, the police here are great. It's another of those things. One of the things I was told on coming to China is always have your passport on you, because you never know when the police will pull you up and ask to see your passport and check your things and stuff. So I used to, every time I'd see a policeman, I'd, you know, get paranoid. This up behind us here is apparently a Chinese opera theatre. I never knew what it was before. I just thought it was a business. But I saw a big crowd of people coming out one night a couple of months ago, and I took a photo and sent a photo off to a friend and said, what is this place? Why is there so many people here? And this was like 11 o'clock at night. And they sent a message back saying, oh yeah, that's the Chinese opera theatre place. It was really cool. But yeah, the police here, I used to wander around, and every time you see a policeman, I'm paranoid. Oh no, are they going to pull me up? Are they going to want to see all my documents? And they never have. It's never happened. You know, even when I go to new places, when I go over to Sing Sing or go over to Guangxi or the bigger cities, I've never been asked to show my stuff anywhere. So, you know, you're not being watched as closely as you might think. And as I've always said, even if you are being watched as closely as people like to tell you you will be watched in China, if you're not doing anything wrong, who cares? Watch me all you want. You know, anytime I walk down the street, there's a couple of dozen people staring at me just because I'm a foreigner. So get over it. It's not a big deal. And like I say, the police here are really good. I've had a couple of times when I need to get direction to get somewhere, and you know, the police always happy to help. Never had any sort of issue with them. So no, very, very happy with them. But like I say, so over on our right here, there's an old stadium in here, which I think was the old Zhaoqing stadium before they built the new stadium further up the road. I think this here was the main stadium behind here, which still gets used. The lights, everything's turned off now. It's dark in there, but every night they've got a couple of soccer pitches in there. There's the some of the frisbee teams play ultimate disc in there. They have athletics training in there, and then they've got all your normal basketball courts, table tennis, badminton, volleyball, all that sort of stuff happens in there. Outdoors, it's all outdoors. There's no indoor stuff there. But yeah, we might have to take you for a walk down there one night and give you a look. It is a really nice atmosphere in there, actually. I really enjoy it. These shops in here on our right are all selling, they're all selling the posters and the signs to put up by your doors and stuff, all the lanterns and things for Spring Festival coming up. So yeah, they all moved in a week or two ago, all came in, set up all their stuff, and yeah, getting ready. It's all fun and games. So yeah, as you can see, no hassle being out and about this time of night here in Zhaoqing. It is a very, very safe place to be. A lot of people might like to tell you how dangerous China is, but it's really, really not. There's a restaurant up in front of us, which we're going to walk past, which is apparently a very, very popular restaurant here in Zhaoqing. I haven't actually eaten there. It's a fish restaurant, and I don't really do fish. I don't do fish the way they cook fish, and it's freshwater fish. I really don't like freshwater fish. But yeah, as we get up here, I'll give you a look at this place. It is quite popular. There's nobody there. Actually, sounds like there might be some people inside there still, but there won't be many people there at the moment. So these guys, no car behind us. So these guys, you can have your private rooms in here. So big tables, you probably fit maybe between 15 and 20 people in those back rooms. Smaller rooms here. There are still some people sitting in here having food, but then they've got all the tables out the front here as well. So you can sit outside. Oh, puppy dog. 2 puppy dogs, 3 puppy dogs. Whole crowd of them. Okay, so they've got 3 full-size dogs that I can see, and it looks like there's a heap of puppies in there as well. I hope they're pets and not for dinner. But no, I don't think that's that kind of restaurant. I don't know that there's... I mean, I know they talk about eating dog in China, but I don't know that there's any dog places here in Zhaoqing. I have seen them in smaller places when you get out into the countryside, but that is fairly rare. But the dogs here are funny. They'll bark at you, but as soon as you sort of turn towards them, they turn tail and run. I used to get a little bit nervous when walking past some of the dogs. And especially, I'd watched videos when I first arrived here, and I remember people talking about, what did they call them? Not street dogs, but something like that, similar sort of meaning. And they were always saying how dangerous they are and stuff. And I don't really get nervous anymore, but I used to get really nervous anytime I'd see dogs like that start barking. But I quickly found that their bark is definitely worse than their bite. So we are now just coming up down on the end of the old wall. So we're a few hundred meters from school, I guess. So yeah, not far to go. We're going to turn left down here. We'll take you for a walk down through the market area. Oh, looks like we've got a kindergarten in the back here. I've not noticed that before. It's one thing you get at night time. Some guy scaring a cat away up there. So yeah, we're going to chuck a left up here, go through the markets, which will probably be all dark and dreary at the moment, I imagine. There won't be anybody selling anything, I wouldn't think. So all these tents here at the moment, this is all temporary stuff set up. Again, the same as back up the road. It's all stuff for Spring Festival for sale in there. Heaps of stuff. I'm actually thinking about heading out. I want to find somebody here to actually come out shopping with me, and I actually want to get some stuff and put some stuff in the apartment for Spring Festival this year. I've not actually done that before, because like the signs you put up beside your door and stuff, not reading Chinese, I have no idea what any of them are saying. And while, I've got translators on my phone, we were talking about this the other day in the apps we use in China. Most of the translators have a photo function. You can take a photo of a sign and it'll translate it into English so you can work out what it says. But a lot of the stuff for Spring Festival is all hand done, and it's quite artistic. It's very cursive and stuff, and the translator just doesn't work. So it's a lot of stuff like this here, which the translator just doesn't work on that. It's not clear enough for the translator to pick up. So yeah, I really need somebody to come shopping with me. So I might contact some people from the English corner and see if someone from the English corner wants to come out one afternoon and do some shopping with me. Get some stuff for Spring Festival. Because it would be good to get involved with some of that stuff. Okay. So we're now heading up this alleyway, and we'll wind up on the back street behind our school. So as you've seen, there's no issue walking around the streets. How are we going for time now? It's 25 past 12. So what, we've been walking for, 35 minutes or so? See, I could read the time on my screen there. 39 minutes. And no sign of any issue or anything like that. Everybody's just good here. Nobody does stuff wrong. Occasionally they do, but generally generally you're pretty safe wherever you go from everything I've seen. I do wonder if there are any dodgy parts, any dodgy places that maybe you don't want to go, but I haven't found them yet. And I've probably been dulled into such a sense of security here. If I did find somewhere where maybe I should be a bit more careful, I'd probably just blunder right on in without even noticing. Oh, so we're into the back street now, behind the school. Heading back down the way. It is a nice night for a walk, actually. I was saying earlier it was a bit chilly, but having been walking now for a while, I've warmed up very nicely. And it is beautiful, beautiful still nights, no wind. What's the temperature now? Still 11 degrees. So yeah, as you can see, it's very peaceful, very nice. Oh no, I don't really want to. There's an alley back over there. I thought about going for a wander up through there, but I really can't be bothered. It's getting late. I just want to have a shower and get to bed. So Saturday morning, we're actually heading off to a just up the road over on our right up here, a couple of roads up. They've got some festival thing happening for Spring Festival, which we're going to head down and do some filming at. They've got lion dancing there. They've got a lot of traditional activities happening. So we're going to go down and have a look at that. I actually got contacted by a lady I know who's involved in what was the department she's involved with? Something to do with Zhaoqing foreign affairs, foreign business contacts or something. Can't remember exactly who it is. We might actually try and have a chat with her on Saturday when we catch up. But she arranged a couple of years ago for me to go over to Jinli, which is where this hat's from, for the Jinli Dragon Boat Festival. And she'd actually contacted a heap of foreigners from all around Zhaoqing, a few from Sihui and Dinghu and a few further afield as well. So she had a crowd of foreigners went to this Dragon Boat Festival. It was a really big deal. They were doing some sort of international trade expo while they were there. That was actually going to be my first video on the channel, I think. It was very early, first or second video. And I've still got a heap of footage from that day, but none of it really turned out very well because I really didn't know what I was doing, and I didn't have a gimbal for my phone. I was doing a lot of stuff on my old 360 camera, and yeah, it just didn't really work. So but yeah, this lady, so she organised all this stuff, and we went over, and there were a few people from her office who all spoke good English. We had a really good day, and yeah, I haven't sort of seen her since then. So it's been a couple of years, or a year and a half maybe. And she sent me a message a couple of days ago and said, "Oh, we've got this festival. Do you want to come?" I went, "Yeah, damn right, I'll come. Come and make a video." And so yeah, it'd be good to get down and see some of that. She's actually going to send me a heap of stuff over the next day or two before Saturday, telling me, a program and stuff. And we'll try and get in if we've got time. If she sends it early enough and I've got enough time, I'll actually try and do a bit of research, and maybe while we're watching the lion dances, we'll try and give a bit more information and stuff about lion dancing and the history of it, and what they do and stuff, why they do what they do. And yeah, the other various other events that are happening there, we'll try and make sure we got a bit of information, and maybe we'll actually have a chat with her on camera as well and see if she can enlighten us some. So we're now coming up to our school. So yeah, we're probably going to finish up there. So yeah, as you can see, wandering around the streets here late at night, it's all very safe, very secure. You can really go anywhere here at night time and feel pretty comfortable. Like I say, this is talking about Zhaoqing. You know, I'm pretty sure that 99 at least % of places in China would be exactly the same, but don't hold me to that. I haven't been to all of those places, so who knows? You know, if you are in China or anywhere, wherever you are, you really just be aware of your surroundings, be aware of what's happening around you, but you know, I think you can feel pretty safe and pretty secure wherever you are here. Hey, you get in the gate here. So yeah, if you've enjoyed coming for this little walk, hit that like, share with friends, subscribe to the channel, all that stuff. If you have any questions or comments, hit us up down in the comment section. And if there's anything you would like to know about life here in China, in Guangdong, in Zhaoqing in particular, again, hit us up in the comment section. As always, if you come up with a good idea, we'll go away and try and make a video for you. It's I actually really enjoyed responding to the comment, the last video I posted, responding to the comment that was posted. So yeah, if you have any other ideas, chuck them down in the comment section. It's always nice to find people who can give you a bit of inspiration. So thanks for watching, everybody. I'm going to go and have a hot shower and warm up and get myself into bed. So stay safe, everybody, and we will see you all in the next one. Cheers.